Hey, this guy's done a real good job on the year keeping the opponent's batting average down. Both righties and lefties coming into this one, hitting under 250 against this guy. He's been good all season long.
Play ball. Out. 3.
At the plate, Nino Portillo. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For Toronto, the first baseman, Nino Portillo.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. That's popped up. Dahl's in pursuit, and no one will track it down. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Williams has made a name for himself as a starter that simply misses the barrel of the bat. He rarely allows a large number of hits, and he does a pretty good job at keeping the ball in the ballpark when the hitters do make contact. Dahl is over toward the line a bit as he takes it for the first out. With that, let's take a look at the Blue Jays starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, I'm definitely excited to watch Brandon Drury in this one. He's the team leader in home runs, so he's having a nice year so far. It's always a good feeling when you can lead your team in a category like home runs. I'm sure he takes a lot of pride in that.
Standing in, Jonathan Davis.
Batting second, the center
Here's
fielder,
the first pitch to him.
number 1.
Cut fastball taken for strike one. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Joe McDonald.
You know, you got to take your time and feel Joe McDonald out behind the dish a little bit. He has a tendency to move his zone around, usually settling in those middle innings.
You know, all you ask for an umpire is to be consistent. At times, Joe Mack is a little bit too inconsistent, particularly from a pitcher standpoint.
And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
Well, we're all hearing his name in the Cy Young Award discussion at this point in the season. It's pretty hard to argue against it when you watch him dominate a guy on 3 pitches and send him packing without much problem.
A high fastball is in there. Swings through it for strike number 2.
Hey, I think this is going to be the key to his success out on the mound. That good movement on that 2-seam fastball is going to keep that ball in the yard and keep this offense on its toes.
A 1-2 count to the Blue Jays signal caller. The 1-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a good fastball swung. Strike 3, and the inning is over. So they breeze through this half. Second inning coming up from Toronto. Rockies lead it 3-0. Brandon Drury will bat next. And they've got some work to do early on. Down 4-0 already.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
So here's how the Colorado Rockies are positioned defensively. And let's take a look at outfielder David Dahl, another guy who profiles not only in center field but can cover both corners. Speed is his game, and he's only going to continue to get better.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he misses with it. 1-1. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. The 1-2. is at the knees and called strike 3.
Wow, his stuff looks electric coming out of the gates in this one, guys. That's 5 batters faced, 4 strikeouts. That's going to be a tough pace to keep up, but it looks like he has what it takes to work deep into this game.
In there at the knees, strike 1. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. They're down. At the plate, Jamie Lease. He'll be looking for better results in this one. He was 0 for 4 in the ball game back on Sunday. In there, strike 1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
I guess he's really trying to measure that fastball in his first at-bat, but you really never want to put yourself in 0-2 count if you could do anything about it.
And here's a slider, strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Batting 8. No left
digging in, Billy McKinney. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
Hard stuff on the corner, and he's got him 0-2 now.
Hey, that's just a great pitch right there. Fastball at the bottom of the zone, right under the knee. It's interesting. I was a low ball hitter, so you could take the strike zone and go to the ground with it. I can live with that being called a strike. What I can't live with is above the belt getting popped.
The right fielder, Anthony Alford.
There's a two-seam fastball that's fought off foul off to the right. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
And there's number 8, 1 away.
And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. At the plate, Nino Portillo. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, this is interesting right here. Got him down 0-2. He's been swinging the heck out of the bat. I thought they would pitch around him. He's going to have to button it up a little bit.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. The 0-2 once more. And another foul ball. Oh, and he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. No runs, no hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far. Ready now, Richie O'Rourke. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. And a strike called at the knees, 0-1. Fouled away. No runs, no hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. A bouncer to the left side. To his left, Arenado. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Brandon Drury. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Behind 0-2 now. The 0-2 once more. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Digging in to try it again. Devin Travis. First time up, he went down looking.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in the set-bat.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Devin Travis becomes the
13.
second out in the bottom of the fifth.
Lourdes.
Down the third baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Looked like the sinker there dipped a little below the knees. Two out, nobody on. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
Broke out the sweeping slider right there and just missed off the edge. If he would have caught the corner right there, I think he's got a backwards K.
And he's got another one. 13 strikeouts now, and the inning is over. Digging in now, Jamie Lease. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
Sometimes you just can't overthink it. If a guy can't hit a certain pitch in a certain quadrant, why would you throw him anything else? Case in point, this guy's cold zone is away, and this pitcher keeps attacking that exact spot.
Stepping in, Billy McKinney, 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance.
Yeah, he failed to pull the bat off his shoulder in that one, Matty. Down on 3 pitches, pretty much a wasted AB. This has to be a better effort.
0-1 pitch on its way. Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now. McKinney, a 25-year-old. He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. Struck him out and make it 14 punch-outs now in the game. Now in the box, Anthony Alford looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Alford.
Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
Hey, you can tell by the look on that manager's face, he's obviously frustrated right now. But it's a long season. You're going to have a lot of ebbs and flows with your offense. Does he take a step back and relax a little bit, or does he call a team meeting right after this one?
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Waiting on it is Dahl. And that's the 3rd out. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Nino Portillo.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
0-1, here it comes. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Taken, called strike 2 on the inside part of the plate. 1-2 now.
Looks like he's got a good feel for that two-seam fastball this far into the game. He's used it really effectively tonight.
And he strikes him out here. So that's out number 1 here in the 7th as he continues to keep him out of the hit column. Stepping into the box, Jonathan Davis. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Strike taken up in the zone.
Textbook pitching performance so far in this one as we move into the later innings. First pitch strikes, how about over 90%? That's about as good as it gets.
And he'll put this away for the 2nd out. Striding in, Richie O'Rourke. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
Richie O'Rourke.
Now here's the pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field.
Waiting on it is Dahl.
And that's the third out. And now the Toronto number 4 hitter, Brandon Drury. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
And even 1-1 count to Brandon Drury. Hits
1-1-1
down the line at first. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. And now time is called as a beach ball has made its way out into left field here. And he struck him out for the first out of the inning, but perhaps more importantly, he's 5 outs away now. So you've got to figure he's got a good chance here to finish this one off. And with that in mind, we take a look at the league leaders in complete games. And as you can see there, he in fact leads the NL in that category. And he gets ahead 0-1. 1 out, nobody on. And he takes strike 2.
Don't just assume as a hitter right here he won't triple up. He's got you down 0-2, and he might really want to get inside your head if he throws the same pitch again.
And another one. Strikeout number 17 in the ball game as he keeps racking them up.
The batter number 13.
And now a pitch on the way.
Lourdes.
And it's fouled away. There's strike 2 as it catches the outside corner. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Struck him out. 18 strikeouts for him now. Jays go down. Now batting, Jamie Lease, starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
And he powers a cut fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now, 0-2.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
Oh, and ouch, that one drilled him. He's safe. A great recovery, but he couldn't get it there in time. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Comes set with the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, you know in the back of your mind as a batter right here, he's got that nasty sinker. I know it's 0-2, but he might not be looking for the punch out. You have to find a way as a batter to get that 2-seamer up in the zone, or you're going to ground into a double play.
Strike 3. 19 strikeouts for him now. Standing in, Anthony Alford. He flew out in his last at bat. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. The 1-1 is a swinging strike. Lease, base runner at first with 1 out. Got him for an even 20 strikeouts now thus far, as he's just been flat unhittable. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Nino Portillo. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the ninth as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, and they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Fielded by Spangenberg. Throw to first here will be in time for the final out, and the Rockies have taken game one of the series on the road as the ball game is over.
Wow, you could feel the electricity in the air when the ninth inning started. Everyone could feel how close to history we were, but he gives up a hit and loses the no-hit bid. Man, that hurts. He's just got to shake it off now and enjoy this one-hitter just the same. Great effort either way.
With the team's chances hanging by a thread, this skipper calls for a last stand.
Just blocks from the Capitol building, we welcome you to Nationals Park. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Colorado Rockies and the Washington Nationals. Number 19, with less than a month to play, the man who sits atop the home run leaderboard looks to add some insurance to his lead next. Jeremy Hellickson will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, in his last start, he picked up his 9th win of the season. It's always nice to get into double digits, and nothing he'd like to do more than to pitch well in this one and pick up his 10th victory of the year.
Let's play ball. Out. 3.
Stepping in, Trey Turner. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Nationals, the shortstop, Trey Turner.
Here comes the first pitch. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. These Rockies guys come in trying to bounce back from a loss last time out, but they've been in good form lately, 5-2 over their last 7.
Yeah, Matty, this is the big one right here. They've split the first 2 games of this series. You want to steal one right here and be feeling good about yourself.
Yeah, Dero, I think one of the things you want to do, you get to the 3rd game, you'd like to win this series and finish it off by winning Game 3. It's always nice to win a series, whether it's at home or on the road, so this is a big one for this ball club.
A time now from our nation's capital to take a look at the Nats starting lineup. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
I'm really hoping to see Mark Trumbo turn it around. He struggled the last 2 games, only 2 hits in the series, but he's a guy you can't let down on. One swing can get him hot and right back into a groove.
Johnny.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Inner third let go. It's a called strike. Bases are empty. 1 man out. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Mike Fillmore.
Hey, you know, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, he'll give a little bit off the edges, but he gets the respect not only from the pitchers, but from the players because his zone is consistent.
Yeah, as long as he's consistent, Dan, I'm okay with Mike Fillmore's zone. If a pitcher's pounding that zone, he wants to give a little bit off the outer edge, I'm okay with that.
Reaches out for one and hits it on the ground to second. And there are 2 away now. Into the box now, Anthony Rendon. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Williams stands 6'2" and throws from the right side. He was a 17th round pick back in the draft of 2019.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into it.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. It's quite possible the humidity has finally taken its toll on some of the fans. It's back to the nation's capital after this. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Juan Soto. And he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. Fooled him with that one as he's way out in front. Here's the 0-2. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
All right, guys, so here's how the Colorado Rockies set up defensively. And I want to tell you, when looking over the statistics on this starting pitcher right here, one thing that jumps off the page at you is the fact that he leads the National League in strikeouts. And that's all well and good. What you need to focus on is the fact that sometimes you can fall into a lull on the defensive side if you know your guys punching guys out left and right. They're going to have to stay on their toes, stay engaged in this one, and make sure nothing gets by.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Wow, his stuff looks electric coming out of the gates in this one, guys. That's 5 batters faced, 4 strikeouts. That's going to be a tough pace to keep up, but it looks like he has what it takes to work deep into this game.
0-1 the count. 0-1, here it comes. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
This is why this guy is so effective. He's able to pound the zone, get ahead in the count, and now he has
a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Gone in order. We'll move to the 3rd with no score.
Leading up for Colorado.
In now for Colorado, Jim Williams. 9-1-2 due up. Hit down the 3rd baseline. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Here's a high pop-up. Hernandez is there for it. 1 out. Into the box, Michael Taylor, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
The center fielder, Michael A. Taylor.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one.
Yan Gomes.
Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
Broke out the sweeping slider right there and just missed off the edge. If he would have caught the corner right there, I think he's got a backwards K.
And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away. So coming to the plate, Jeremy Hellickson. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Fouled off. Nationals have yet to crack the hit column thus far. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result it's 0-2. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down. Matt Vasgersian back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and starting out the inning, the exciting speedster Trey Turner. First offering on its way. And he fouls this one off. The windup and the 0-1. Fouled away. And he punches out another one, make it 9 for the ball game. Into the box now, Johnny Hernandez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here, similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Fastball called strike, 1-2. 1-2. Here it comes. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Here's another 2-2. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far. Coming to the plate now, Anthony Rendon. First time up, he went down looking.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the... Striding in for the Rockies, Jim Williams.
The pitcher.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Williams.
Hit in the air down the right field line. On the move is Trumbo. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Striding in now for the Nats, Juan Soto. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
And it's fouled away. The 1-1. Lifted the other way out to left center. Laureano is after it. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. Digging in for his second at bat, Richie Parrish. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Gotta find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Fouled off. He's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ball game. Here's Mark Trumbo now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
For Washington, the right fielder.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Trumbo.
Swung on and missed for the first strike.
Hey, he's close to having another quick inning right there with 2 quick outs. He's been very economical with his pitches, and if he continues to go like this, the bullpen might get a day off.
And he's got another one. 13 strikeouts now, and the inning is over. Nationals gone in order. 6th inning coming up. Still. Coming to the plate now, Michael Taylor. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. They want to get things going. How about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
Well, you're in trouble at the plate if you fall behind this guy. 0-2. So that was a good job to hold up right there.
Up and in on the hands. It's 2 balls and a strike.
Well, that 2-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
Even count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here now the 2-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. The 2-2 one more time. Rolled slowly down the third baseline. Arenado moving to his right, and the off-balance throw will be too late, so a good effort that time, but it's an infield single.
Hey, listen, D-Row, they're not going to complain at all. A base hit is a base hit, even though that's an infield single, and hopefully that's a good sign that things are about to turn for them in this one.
Yeah, there hasn't been a fight at the bat rack, per se, Dan, in this one. I don't care what knock. I don't care if it's a swinging bunt or a home run into the streets. This could get the offense going.
Struck him out and make it 14 punch-outs now in the game. So a runner at first now with one away, and that'll bring up the pitcher, Jeremy Hellickson. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Wanting to avoid the double play here as he gets this one down. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. Runner in scoring position with two gone. From the stretch, here's the pitch. No balls and one strike. Hit on the ground to short. Story picks it up. So they do get their first hit, but their first run. So striding forward now, Jim Williams. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. Hit hard to short.
Come on, you can beat it. You can beat it.
Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is. And now for Washington, Johnny Hernandez.
Not sure if this is a powerhouse pitching performance by both teams or bad hitting, but as we're moving late into this one, it's about time somebody puts something together to try to score a run.
And that misses inside 1-0. Ball 2. Behind on the swing that time, and it's 2-1. And he fouls this one off. The 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Looked like the sinker there dipped a little below the knees. Count is 1-2 now. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
That was a big strikeout there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to. And that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
No balls and a strike to count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Tight break with the slider there. Catches the inside for a strike.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
And another one. Strikeout number 17 in the ball game as he keeps racking them up. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. We are still scoreless. Leading off the inning, Richie Harris, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate. Count even at 1-1 to the Nationals' first baseman.
This is one of those classic cases of the right guy at the right spot. They need to get a rally going, and this is maybe their best hitter, so he's the right guy in the right spot for this team right now. I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
Now batting, right fielder.
Ready once again, Mark Trumbo. Been a strikeout victim twice in this one. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
I mean, this offense has struggled because they haven't been able to make the adjustment. He stayed staunch on the outer half, and these guys have not worked the ball the other way.
Strike swinging, chased a high one there.
No runs, just one hit, one error thus far for the Nationals.
Now a ball hit towards Story at short. He's got it, and that's the second out. So 2 down now in the Washington 8th, and that means batting next will be the center fielder, Michael A. Taylor.
Michael A. Taylor.
Way late on the fastball for strike one.
This offense is going to have to find a way to get going. It's happened in the past. Every team goes through it where everyone seems to fall into a funk at the same time. Everyone needs to relax and not try and be the hero and just start getting the leadoff guy on.
And he misses 2-1. The 2-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Another 2-2 offering. The first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So striding in, Yan Gomes. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah. Go.
And he takes a cold strike. 0-1.
Nope.
And he takes this one high. 1-1. The 1-1 is a sinker that dips below the zone for a ball.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
All even at 2-2. Here it is. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Here's a ball hit softly down to third. And a good throw gets him one gone. Andrew Stevenson will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 17, Andrew Stevenson.
Got him reaching a bit too far after that one. It's strike one. Stevenson, a native of Louisiana, the Bayou State. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. Fouled away. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. And with 1 out in the 9th, he's just now coming up on his 100th pitch of the ball game.
Yeah, Matty, he's going to finish this one on adrenaline if he's allowed to. We'll see how the manager plays this one. I know guys like Dan Plesac were locked and loaded in this position.
This is right now a dream if you're out in that bullpen right now. Your starting pitcher gets you into the 9th inning. The guys that, if they do get up in the 9th inning, these are the best relievers, and they're just lurking out there. What a terrific job up to this point.
Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon.
Some guys have no trouble hitting with 2 strikes and some.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Oh, man. So close, but yet so far. Can you imagine giving up 1 hit, pitching such good baseball for 9 innings, but 1 base hit kept him from baseball history?
A 2-0 finish today. The Colorado Rockies came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Jim Williams gets his league-leading 22nd win as he allows only 1 hit in 9 full innings. Jeremy Hellickson is settled with the loss after giving up only 1 earned. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
2 runs on 8 hits, no errors. They left 10 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 23 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon.
With the team's chances hanging by a thread, this skipper calls for a last stand.
It's a beautiful day here in the Mile High City as we welcome you to Coors Field. Today it's the rubber match of this 3-game series between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Colorado Rockies. Number 19, with just days left to play, the league's top power bat looks to cement his case for the home run crown. Next. Jim Williams gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Wow, talk about a dominant performance in his last start. Struck out 20 batters. Let's hope he brings that same stuff with him because we might see a lot more Ks than this one.
So digging in now, Lyle McGinnis. He will lead this one
Leading
off
the
today.
afternoon for Arizona, the right fielder, Lyle McGinnis.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch today is taken for strike one. These Rockies guys, they did get the win last time out, but it hasn't been the best week for them as they've won just twice in their last 6 tries.
Yeah, Matty V. And you know one thing you don't want to do here, D-Row, you've been on some good teams, not to lose focus at this point of the year, to keep the big picture in sight, because there is a postseason lurking, and it's so easy to get ahead of yourselves and not take the rest of the schedule serious.
I think the nice thing for this team is that they won the division. They will, for whatever happens, get a 5-game series. It's not that 1-game wild card, win or go home. This team can prepare themselves to battle and try and win 3 out of 5.
Fastball swung on and missed, and the leadoff man is gone on strikes to start the afternoon. Time now to look at the Diamondbacks starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, Matty, I'm excited to watch David Peralta play. He's really had a heck of a year in the power categories, slugging over 500 coming into this one. That means almost every time he's hitting the ball, he's hitting it hard somewhere. Should be fun to watch.
Eduardo Escobar standing in. He's got 3 hits in 6 tries for the series.
Eduardo Escobar.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. He just ramps up and gears the fastball by him. 0-2. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Ricky Holiday.
Yeah, Dan, we got Ricky Holiday behind the dish tonight. I can't figure his zone out. He doesn't favor the hitter or the pitcher and can be a little too inconsistent at times.
D-Row, you hit the nail right on the head. I think one of the things we're looking for a consistent zone. If it's a tight zone, it's a high zone. Have the same zone. His zone fluctuates a little bit too much for my liking during the course of a game.
Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay
straight up.
Just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare. A guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next, the outfielder David Peralta. Sinker gets the outside for a strike. And it's fouled away. We're just underway here in Denver. Fouled off. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. So 1, 2, 3 go the Diamondbacks. Jake Lamb standing in now. In 8 at-bats in the series, he's collected 3 hits.
Jake Lamb.
And he fouls this one off. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Good slider there, gets a swing and miss.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
Another 0-2 home. And another foul ball. And the sinking fastball called strike 3, and that's out number 1.
So here's how the Colorado Rockies are positioned defensively. And let's focus our attention on shortstop Trevor Story. We get it, big-time power, but also adequate on the defensive side. Taking over after Troy Tulowitzki left couldn't be easy, and Trevor Story did a heck of a job.
C.J. Cron comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Wow, his stuff looks electric coming out of the gates in this one, guys. That's 5 batters faced, 4 strikeouts. That's going to be a tough pace to keep up, but it looks like he has what it takes to work deep into this game.
Here's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Lifted the other way to left center. Marte on the move. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. And next to the plate will be J.T. Riddle. He's 2 for 7 in the series so far.
J.T. Riddle.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fouled away. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. There's a breaking ball that couldn't quite catch the inside.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down, and unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line, you see a lot of swinging misses on those.
3 balls and a strike to count to the Diamondbacks shortstop.
3-ball count right now. This looks like the best chance of getting a base runner on so far.
Swinging a ball line softly down the line in right. Foul. 3-2 pitch. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Striding into the box, Caleb Joseph. And he's hoping to get things going at the plate. It's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1. Diamondbacks still searching for that first hit of the ball game. Called strike 0-2. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away. Settling in now, Zach Greinke. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line.
Zach Greinke.
And that swung on and missed for strike 1. Swing and a miss, and he needs a little discipline here. 0-2.
Hey, this guy obviously feels he can move traffic right here. He's taking 2 big swings. He's trying to help himself.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Diamondbacks down in order. Home half of the 3rd. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Jim Williams, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Williams.
A swing and a ground ball to third, but this is foul for the first strike. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Make it 9 straight here. Now at the plate, Lyle McGinnis. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. One and one to the D-backs leadoff man. And it's fouled away. Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game. Now at the plate, Eduardo Escobar. He popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, pretty impressive if you ask me. So many times you beat a sinker into the ground, you end up grounding out to third. You're running down to first base, and you're so upset at yourself. At least he got under the thing. He knows his bat plane is pretty decent.
Fouled off. Both teams so far yet to crack the hit column. Slider just off the black there, and it's to 2-1 now.
Wow, that was a decent breaking ball right there, but that's just a pitch that's a little easier to lay off of when you're opposite handed, opposite bat. You could see the sweep of the ball coming right into you. That was a great take.
Marte is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Now to the plate, David Peralta. His guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball.
What a well-executed pitch right there. Just a little bit off the corner right there. Got a great hitter to go a little bit outside his zone.
Throw in time, and the side is retired. So here's the cleanup hitter for Arizona, Jake Lamb.
The
first pitch on its way.
Lamb.
Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
0-1.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
1-1-1.
Faded. Here's a ground ball now to the right side. On to first, but it's too late as the first base umpire says they just missed getting him at the bag. Here's C.J. Cron now, and he's about as dangerous as they come. Without a doubt, he's one of the true icons in the sport today. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And that's on the outside corner for a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Diamondbacks first baseman. 2 balls and a strike to C.J. Cron.
As long as you actually get it inside, that 2-seam fastball running towards the hands is a really good pitch.
The 3-1. Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Now the 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed, strike 3.
That's just a great pitch, both on the call from the catcher and the execution. If he hits it, there's a good chance it turns into a double play ball, but it's also a spot that's going to get a lot of whiffs too. That's excellent pitching.
First pitch of the at-bat. Good take there to lay off the high fastball. Diamondback center fielder with a friendly 2-0 count.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Striding in once again, JT Riddle. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
JT Riddle.
First delivery to him on the way. First pitch is a slider called for a strike. And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far. Stepping up now, Caleb Joseph comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Good pitch there. Had him a little out in front.
I know it goes without saying, but the best pitch in baseball is getting ahead with a first pitch strike. That's why this guy's been able to stay in this game, pounding the zone.
No runs, just 1 hit. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks.
And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game. Now at the plate, Zach Greinke. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Waiting on it is Dahl. And that's the 3rd out. Make it 6 shutout innings as he. Digging in, Jim Williams. Opportunity to bat for himself with his guys up a run here in the 6th. Hit to short. Riddle has it cleanly. Throw on to first is in time, and Greinke's got himself 2 outs. Back to the top spot in the Arizona lineup now, and stepping in, Lyle McGinnis. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
Skied into straightaway right. Blackman is right there, and he's got it for the first out. Digging in, the switch hitter, Eduardo Escobar. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon.
Escobar.
And that misses, ball 1.
No runs, just 1 hit. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks.
The 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
Wow, that was an ugly swing right there, and that tells us all we need to know. Nobody's picking the baseball up off this guy.
Again, a 1-2. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. 1 out, nobody on. And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ball game.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? And what's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
David Peralta is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. And he powers a cut fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now, 0-2.
So far, this has been a terrific outing for this guy.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. 1, 2, 3. So here's the cleanup hitter, Jake Lamb. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2.
Good breaking ball right there. Good hard slider. The count now 0-2. He's getting deep into the outing, but his slider is still staying sharp. He doesn't look at all like he's starting to tire. He looks as good now as he did early on in the game.
Struck him out and make it 14 punches. Outs now in the game. Ready for another chance. C.J. Cron 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. Chop foul toward the third base coaching box. Bases are empty. 1 man out. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now. Got him. And that's number 15 for the ball game. Ready for another shot now. Leori Garcia 0 for 2 for him to this point.
Garcia.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Fastball well outside. 2-0 now. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front. This is line to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the 2-out hit keeps the top of the 8th inning extended.
We take a look at the numbers up to this point. You see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
In now, JT Riddle, and he fouls this one off. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Popped him up. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire. Raimel Tapia will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Pinch hitting for the Rockies.
It's times like these that I wish we were paid by the inning. The game seemed endless, but the fireworks in the top of the 15th were enough to decide it. And they hang on for that nice road win.
Pitching and defense game, 2-1 the final score this afternoon. Matt Andrees. Saturday night baseball downtown at Petco Park in San Diego. Tonight, game 2 of this 3-game weekend.
Let's play ball. Out. He's out.
Standing in, Billy Hamilton. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the
For the
first.
Padres, the center fielder,
Ready
Billy
to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Hamilton.
Down the first baseline, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Now, boys, we take a look at the Rockies starting play here tonight. Even after the victory last time out, they come in trying to turn things around as they've been slumping of late, winning in just 3 of their last 9 games.
Yeah, Matty V. And you know one thing you don't want to do here, D-Row, you've been on some good teams, not to lose focus at this point of the year, to keep the big picture in sight, because there is a postseason lurking, and it's so easy to get ahead of yourselves and not take the rest of the schedule serious.
I think the nice thing for this team is that they won the division. They will, for whatever happens, get a 5-game series. It's not that 1-game wild card, win or go home. This team can prepare themselves to battle and try and win 3 out of 5.
With a moment here in downtown San Diego, a look at the Padres starting lineup. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Yeah, Matty, this lineup is an interesting case study. Because if you're not a big believer in batting average, this team, they're in the bottom third of batting average, so they have to do it a little bit differently. They have to move traffic and drive the baseball out of the ballpark and into the gaps. We've seen that be successful before. Let's see if it happens again today.
And the slider gets him swinging, 2 gone.
Well, at the rate he's going to strike out 27 on 81 pitches, not throw a single ball and toss a perfect game. Obviously, I'm kidding, but you can't start a game any better than this. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts, 6 pitches. This has the makings of a great outing already.
According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Machado comes into action carrying a slugging line above 470. Obviously a potent hitter looking to do some damage right here. In for strike 2.
You know, from an offensive standpoint, they already knew they had their work cut out for him against a great pitcher. But if he's going to locate like that, this is going to be a tough day.
Played on the backhand. On to Morrison at first, and that ends the inning. Next to the plate for the Padres, Hunter Renfroe. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
Hunter Renfroe.
First pitch on its way. Ball 1 taken just off the inside. Now it's 2-0. The 2-0 on the way. Is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1.
Hey, boys, you talk about getting your A swing off. That's what it looks like right there. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
Even 2-2 count to Hunter Renfroe. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
All right, guys, so here's how the Colorado Rockies set up defensively. And let me tell you about outfielder Chuck Nasty, Charlie Blackmon. One of the best in the business out there, covering a ton of room in the outfield, gap to gap, with one of the most accurate arms in the game.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he looks at his sinker for a called 3rd strike, and now there are 2 gone.
Wow, his stuff looks electric coming out of the gates in this one, guys. That's 5 batters faced, 4 strikeouts. That's going to be a tough pace to keep up, but it looks like he has what it takes to work deep into this game.
And too high with the cut fastball. It's 1-0 now. Clearly off with his timing on that one. A swinging strike. Drilled on the ground to short. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. So now to the plate, the pitcher, Jim Williams. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Williams.
0-1 the count. Cole is coming up on a nice milestone in his career. He's just a small handful of victories away from 100 in his time at the major league level. Line drive to left. Myers is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now. Evan Gaddis now standing in. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. Skied down the left field line, and this will wind up a foul ball. The wind up and the 0-1, and that misses 1-1. Into the corner and slicing foul. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Stepping up to the plate, Greg Garcia. First chance for him here after appearing as a pinch hitter in the game last night.
Garcia.
This one's down to third. Gloved by Arenado. Throw gets him 2 down. Up next, it'll be the pitcher for the Padres, Garrett Cole. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score.
Nope.
1-1. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
Heading out towards shallow right, and Blackman will make the catch here, and that ends the inning. Here's Billy Hamilton standing in, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes. Stepping into the box, Rico De La Rosa. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Rico De La Rosa.
And that's by him. It's 0-1.
He's been pitching really well so far in this one as we cruise into the middle innings. One of the big reasons why, 80% first pitch strike ratio. If he continues that, he might be able to finish this one.
And now a slider in there for a called 3rd strike, and there are 2 gone now. Here's Manny Machado now. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here comes the first pitch. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Yeah, Matty, you're seeing a lot of late swings on the fastball tonight because this guy has had everything working. He has them in the proverbial rocking chair.
A ball and a strike now to Machado. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. Through 4, still tied, 0-0.
The pitcher, yeah, Williams.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Good slider there, gets a swing and miss.
I think he just subscribed to the swing hard in case you hit it philosophy of hitting. As a pitcher, why not? Better than standing up there like you've never held a bat before.
Hosmer is underneath this one. 1 gone. And it'll be the cleanup spot for the Padres. Hunter Renfroe, he was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, Matty, big-time K last time up, and it's been a tough series for him so far. You can tell he's just not seeing the ball off this team. Let's see if he can make an adjustment right here.
Fouled away. And now a pitch on the way. Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
No runs, no hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Padres.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far. A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. And it's fouled away. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
Down 0-2.
The next 0-2. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. Down in order. So stepping in, Evan Gattis looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. They want to get things going. How about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
No balls and 1 strike. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Gattis absolutely hammers left-handed pitching. There's a lot of pop in his swing for sure, but if there's one criticism of his bat, it's that he doesn't put the ball in play enough in these situations. Seems like hitters like this are more and more common these days.
Yeah, Matty, you can't fault these guys today for the swing and miss. In today's game with so many shifts, there are no hits to be had on the ground. But when this guy does connect against left-handed pitching, it is fun to watch.
Garcia.
Popped him up. Story ranges back, and he has it for out number 2. Digging in now for San Diego. Garrett Cole comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Garrett.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fouled off. Padres still with the big goose egg in the hit column thus far. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And another foul ball. And he struck him out. So it might be time to begin the countdown, as he's now gone through 6 innings without allowing a. Digging in once again, Jim Williams. First delivery to him on the way. Line to the right side. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
I see you working, big guy. Good job.
Hey, you talked about having a game right here. This guy's working on a no-no.
Leading off the inning, Billy Hamilton. And they'll need him to get something going here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Hamilton.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
Objective number one right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
Behind 0-2 now. And he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. At the letters, but called high. It's a ball. And he strikes him out here. So that's out number one here in the seventh as he continues to keep him out of the hit column. Digging in, Rico De La Rosa. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in the at-bat.
Got him. So that's the second out of the inning, and he's 7 outs away now. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his third tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
No runs, no hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Padres. Ready with another 0-2. Slow roller down the third baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2.
This is the big out to get right here. This is their best hitter. He's a great hitter, and he's a guy that...
And he struck him out to retire the side, so he's through 7 complete. Still... So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Hunter Renfroe. No hits for him to this point, not unlike many of his fellow teammates.
We're moving right along into this one as we head into the late innings. Listen, if you want to score, you got to have to bunch some hits together, and they haven't been able to do that so far. So hopefully this leadoff guy, this will be the right guy at the right spot to get something going.
And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. And another one. Strikeout number 17 in the ball game as he keeps racking them up. So you've got to figure he's got a good chance here to finish this one off. And with that in mind, we take a look at the league leaders in complete games. And with the year winding down, you can see he currently leads the NL in that department. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. And this one runs a little too far in. Ball 2.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
Trying to strike him out for the 3rd time. Just hung in there on that one. Another try at 2-2. Hit hard on the ground to 3rd. To first, and there were 2 down.
Well, a huge out number 2 here in the 8th. 4 outs remain, but the finish line is starting to come into focus now.
Here's Will Myers, and they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, that's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
2 out, nobody on. Struck him out. 18 strikeouts for him now.
Into the box now is the Colorado pitcher, Jim Williams. He'll try and lead things off here in inning number 9. Line toward the alley in left center. Hamilton is there. One quick out to start inning number 9. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Evan Gattis. He's hitless in the game, as is much of the rest of his team. First pitch of the at-bat. And this is on the outside corner for strike 1. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
It's a great job to lay off on that nasty slider right there. It's the toughest pitch. It was my toughest pitch to lay off of. I was always sitting fastball middle away, and when that slider came out, boy, did it look like a heater for a long time.
It's a 2-2 count to the Padres catcher. Strike 3. 19 strikeouts for him now. In now, Greg Garcia. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Here comes the first pitch.
Garcia.
No balls and a strike to count.
Nope.
Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. And with 1 out in the 9th, he's just now coming up on his 100th pitch of the ball game.
Yeah, Matty, he's going to finish this one on adrenaline if he's allowed to. We'll see how the manager plays this one. I know guys like Dan Plesac were locked and loaded in this position.
Oh, this is right now a dream if you're out in that bullpen right now. Your starting pitcher gets you into the 9th inning. The guys that, if they do get up in the 9th inning, these are the best relievers, and they're just lurking out there. What a terrific job up to this point.
Harrison.
First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Harrison, often known as J-Hay around the game. He was taken in the 6th round during the 2008 draft.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues.
And this is taken to the bag for the out, and it's over. A perfect game.
Yeah, you've heard when it rains, it pours. Well, it was raining dominance out here in this one. 27 up, 27 down, and he barely broke a sweat half the time. That's one of the rarest feats in all of sports, and I'm just excited I was here to be a part of it. Perfection is always beautiful.
Well, you don't have to look too far to find our tops player of the game. I'd say anytime you throw a perfect game, you'd be a pretty strong candidate.
Yeah, no need to offer any debate this time. All you have to do is look at the box score. No hits, no walks, not even a base runner. We talked about his brilliance all game long, and you can bet he's going to celebrate this one tonight.
The final line.